When you were just a kid, you learned something heavy without anyone teaching you. You learned to see invisible, to scan faces, to measure moods, to predict before anyone said a word whether today would be safe for you. You learned something you were never supposed to hold the feelings of others. Without choosing it, without being asked to, you took on a role that was never yours to take. Maybe it was a mother who cried and turned to you, your child, for comfort. Maybe it was a father whose anger filled every room and you became the one to manage it. Maybe it was you who needed to be strong to hold the family together. So you learned to be small so they could be big. You learned to be calm so they could fall apart. You learned that your job was to hold what they couldn't carry. And you were good at it. You were good at being that one person who made things work. Psychologists call this parentification. It is when a child becomes the emotional caretaker for the adults who were supposed to care for them. It is more common than most people realize. Some studies estimate that over 30% of children take on this role in some form, carrying feelings that were never theirs to carry, reading rooms they should have been free to play in, becoming small adults before they had finished being children. There are two kinds: emotional parentification, becoming the family's therapist, the secret keeper, the one who absorbs everyone's pain, and instrumental parentification, more of a practical type of parenting, cooking the meals, managing the siblings, paying the bills. Some children carry both. And here's what matters. It changes the nervous system. A child who learns that safety depends on monitoring everyone else's emotional state grows into an adult who can't stop scanning, who feels responsible for fixing things they didn't break, who mistakes hypervigilance for love. But it isn't your fault. It never was. Being attuned to other people's emotions doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It means you were trained by need that was never yours to carry. You're not too emotional. You are the emotional regulation system for an entire household. You're not oversensitive. Your nervous system was calibrated to detect danger in every look that lasted a moment too long. The exhaustion you feel today, it isn't weakness. It is the weight of decades spent holding feelings that belong to someone else. But it's never too late to start putting it down, to tell yourself that it was never your choice. It was your body that learned the pattern to survive in a household where there was no room for you or your feelings. Not everyone's emotions are your responsibility. You are allowed to prioritize your own. You are allowed to let people feel what they feel without stepping in, without fixing it, without carrying it home. And that doesn't make you cold. It doesn't make you selfish. It makes you someone who finally gets to breathe. Someone who gets to feel the weight lift. Someone who gets to exist not as a caretaker, not as a fixer, just as you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more care right here on this channel.